a news guy.
Johnny Pinto!
And he reads the news on KFDI.
Johnny Pinto!
He works all day at the radio ranch. His favorite salad dressing is French. Johnny Pinto.
Johnny Pinto! Johnny Pinto!
Oi!
Hello, I'm Andy O, international playboy and host of the Andy O Show every afternoon on KFDI FM. You know, when people come up to me on the street and say, "Hey, you're Andy O, aren't you?" I generally say yes, because I am. And then they say, "Got a couple of bucks I can borrow?" Well, after I give them the money, they always ask, "Hey, what's Johnny Pinto really like?" Now, for those of you who don't know, Johnny Pinto has been a sidekick of mine for the last couple of years. Johnny Pinto is he's a man of grit. He's a man of gumption. He's a soothsayer of the Old West. His official title, Johnny Pinto, Western news legend. And this is the Johnny Pinto story. For Johnny Pinto, it all began deep in the heart of Texas. It was the coldest winter day in 1916 when Mrs. Pinto gave birth.
Ouch! Ain't you supposed to slap the baby, Doc Brinkley?
Doggone it, lady. I'm just an old horse and buggy doctor. If you'd wanted everything perfect, you should have gone to the birth and suite at St. Francis Medical Center.
See our young'un, Pa? What are we gonna name him?
Well, I was thinking we'd name him Ford.
Ford Pinto? Nah, I don't want him to explode every time we slap his behind. I want to name him Johnny. Johnny Pinto.
Johnny Pinto, he's a hunk of burning love.
And so Johnny Pinto entered this world. He grew up in a small town in West Texas. The townspeople all thought Johnny was special. And in his 7th year of junior high school, the townspeople's belief was confirmed.
Gee, what's the matter, Miss Muldoon?
Oh, it's me dog Spot, Pinto lad. He's run away and I know I'll never see him again.
I'll get Spot for you, Miss Muldoon.
Oh.
Where's it going? Here, Spot. Come on, boy. I got him. Here's Spot, Miss Muldoon.
Oh, there he is. Oh, Spot. Oh, Pinto lad, you truly are a Johnny on the spot.
Oh, man. I'd do anything. I mean anything. Just for a few minutes with him.
And the legend began to grow. It was only a matter of time before Johnny Pinto arrived in Hollywood.
May I help you, young, handsome, charming stranger from a small West Texas town looking for stardom on the silver screen?
Why, yes. You see, I'm a young, handsome, charming stranger from a small West Texas town looking for stardom on the silver screen. Do you have any openings?
Do you have any acting experience?
Why, no, ma'am, I don't.
That's okay. I just need you to sign this here contract. It guarantees you an extravagant amount of money. In exchange, you'll star in cowboy movies until you get tired of it.
Why, thank you, kind lady. I think that'll do just fine.
And so the glorious movie career of Johnny Pinto was underway.
He is a love machine.
You know, we've all seen countless Johnny Pinto movies. He starred in a total of 68 in all, where he killed a total of 764 Indians with 5 shots. But the legend of Johnny Pinto goes much deeper than just movies. As a matter of fact, quoting here from the USA Today, "Sure, we think of the name Johnny Pinto when we think of great silver screen cowboys, but back home in Texas, a lot of people think of Johnny Pinto as one of the great crooners of all time." Yes, the music of Johnny Pinto was something special. Johnny was one of the original artists appearing on Sun Records. It all started with this phone call.
Pinto here.
Hello, Pinto fella. My name is Colonel Tom Parker. I've got Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, and Elvis Presley under contract to Sun Records. But I need someone who can really sing. Will you come with us, Johnny?
Well, Colonel Tom, what kind of songs would I sing?
Well, how about we dress you in black and have you sing songs about trains?
Well, no thanks. Why don't you let Johnny Cash do that?
Well, how about if we dress you in flashy suits, you appear on the Ed Sullivan Show and die at an early age?
Nah, why don't you give the Presley kid a break and give that to him?
Well, how about a radio news guy?
Colonel Tom, you and Sun Records got yourself Johnny Pinto.
You know, we've all been touched by the music of Johnny Pinto. Bob Wills, the Beatles, and the Stones all called Johnny Pinto a big influence in their careers. KFDI ranch hand Scott Piper wrote the Johnny Pinto theme song. He talked about Pinto in the 1974 PBS special, The Life and Times of Johnny Pinto.
Now, understand this about Johnny Pinto. He's probably had more influence on my music than anybody, with the possible exception of Hugh Masekela, of course. But you're not around Johnny Pinto very long before you realize that he's got this tremendous love of salad dressing, which, of course, is why I penned the lyrics, "He works all day at the radio ranch. His favorite salad dressing is French."
Johnny Pinto, what a hot babe.
You know, in a career that spanned over 4 decades, there was little left for Johnny Pinto to accomplish. He ended up like most Western news legends, traveling across the United States, trashing hotel rooms in major cities. But then finally came the renaissance of Johnny Pinto. That's KFDI.
KFDI 1070 in Wichita.
Johnny got a phone call from his old buddy, Buddy Nichols, begging him to come to work for KFDI.
Pinto here.
Hey, Pinto, this is your old buddy, Buddy Nichols. Hoss, could I beg you into going to work here at KFDI?
But Johnny had become hard and raisoned by show business, and he told this to his old buddy, Buddy.
Old buddy, I've become hard and raisoned by show business. For me to come to work at KFDI, 2 demands would have to be met. First, there'd have to be a spot for my horse, Old Paint, in front of the radio ranch. And second, I'd have to work with that whippersnapper, Andy O.
Pinto, that's the deal, Hoss.
And so the marriage was made between Johnny Pinto and KFDI. Well, here's Old Paint now, grazing contently here on the asphalt in front of the radio ranch. And what of Johnny Pinto? Well, he's inside getting ready to go on the air. Let's join him, shall we? Good afternoon, Johnny.
5-second stare. Stand by. Roll tape. And cue the announcer.
Well, good afternoon, Johnny Pinto, and what do you have for us today?
Well, Randy O.
No, Johnny, that's Andy O. There's no R in my name, just Andy O.
Well, anyway, Randy O, I thought I'd talk about this NAACP football playoffs. Now, supposedly some of these guys aren't happy about bowl games. They think they need to have a playoff system. I ran across an old boy.
And
just
so,
the
Western
other day,
news
said he's a
legend
Georgia
Johnny Pinto
Bulldog.
goes on.
He said he thought
And
these
sometimes
bowels
on,
were a farce.
and on, and
Needed a
on.
playoff system.
Being a soothsayer, he has a lot of sooth to say. Now, in a little while, Johnny will saddle up Old Paint, and they'll ride round the bend to their 9-acre spread. Like most Western news legends, Johnny Pinto leads a humble existence. He appears in public only to go on KFDI, or to jet to L.A. to catch a Lakers game with his buddies Jack Nicholson and Kirk Douglas. Indeed, Johnny Pinto is a news legend of the Old West. But today, more than ever, Johnny Pinto flourishes.
Johnny Pinto, he's so dreamy.
Johnny Pinto is a news guy, and he reads the news on KFDI. He works all day at the radio ranch. His favorite salad dressing is French. Johnny Pinto.